On July 24th, 1701, 25 canoes glided to a stop at the foot of a high bluff which ran along a narrow part of the Detroit River, near where Hart Plaza is today. French explorer Antoine de la Mothe Cadillac and his party of 50 artisans, 50 soldiers, and 2 priests began construction of Fort Pontchartrain du Detroit. Among the first log structures was a tiny chapel which they dedicated on July 26, the feast day of St. Anne, Mother of Mary and Grandmother of Jesus. The earliest church records were destroyed in a fire, but a new registry has been maintained since 1704, making St. Anne de Detroit the second oldest continuously operating Catholic parish in the United States. The present structure, built in 1886, is the 8th structure, but it contains many artifacts from the so-called Stone Church, the church building that preceded the present structure. The Stone Church was originally located in downtown Detroit and built in 1818 during the tenure of Father Gabriel Richard. Among the items moved to the current building are the 1818 cornerstone, the altar in the chapel, the interior communion rail, and the statue of St. Anne and Mary. Also, the grisaille windows were removed from the earlier church and hold the oldest stained glass found in Detroit. Of special interest are crutches and braces left at the St. Anne's side altar by people who credited her intercession for their healing. Father Gabriel Richard was not the first pastor of St. Anne de Detroit Parish, but he was the most well-known. Born and ordained in France, Father Richard narrowly escaped persecution in the French Revolution. Leaving the turmoil of France, Father Richard eventually arrived in Detroit. Once in the city, he founded schools, established a printing press, and tirelessly worked to overcome ignorance and poverty. The motto for Detroit, "We hope for better things, it will rise from the ashes," was written by Father Richard after the Great Fire of 1805. Father Richard's final resting place is at the Basilica of St. Anne de Detroit. His tomb can be visited in the church's chapel. The parish has gone through many changes in its 300-plus years of history. The Basilica stands today as an active parish, shrine, historical treasure, and landmark in a historic neighborhood. On February 22, 2011, Pope Benedict XVI named St. Anne as the patroness of the Archdiocese of Detroit. In 2013, a building assessment was completed by the Archdiocese of Detroit with an eye toward a future restoration. On April 19, 2017, Archbishop Alan Vigneron decreed St. Anne Church to be the official archdiocesan shrine to St. Anne. On March 1st, 2020, the Archbishop Vigneron announced that Pope Francis named St. Anne Church a minor basilica. The Basilica of St. Anne de Detroit is one of 89 churches in the United States, and only the 3rd church in Michigan to hold the title of minor basilica.